Good morning and good evening, everyone. I'm Roshini Sowrirajan, currently working as Senior Systems Engineer at Infosys. In this conference, I will be presenting a literature study on cybersecurity and climate changes. At very first, when we come to think of cybersecurity and climate changes, it would be difficult to understand how it could be related. In this presentation, I'll be taking you through how both could be related on a high level and how these affects the human security. Cybersecurity issues constitute a key concern of today's technology based economies. Cybersecurity has become a core need for providing a sustainable and safe society. Considering the rapid increase of technological implementations, it has turned into a global necessity in the attempt to adapt security countermeasures, whether direct or indirect, and prevent systems from cyber threats. With it, discourse on cybersecurity is increasingly prevalent on the national and international levels. The threat of hacking or cyber influence and control and ownership over information and intelligence is often the first imagined threat in relation to cybersecurity. This places the state, its infrastructure, and its institutions at the center of such threats but fails to consider the impact of cybersecurity on people at the individual level and their communities. Climate changes due to global warming and other factors lead to reoccurring droughts, volatile conditions, harsh environments, exposure to unpredictable natural disasters, long winters or summer, low annual rainfall, migration, and vast distances between human settlements and other unexpected climate trends. In addition to the existing constraints and possibilities that cybersecurity and digitalization pose for human security, this work is carried out to revisit the human centric approaches to security in cyberspace, understanding of cybersecurity, and use of cyber technologies in everyday lives of individuals and communities. It also seeks to contextualize such security influences in relation to the role of climate change and its influence on the society. In the current world that is run by technology and network connections, it is crucial to know what cybersecurity is and to be able to use it effectively. In the last several decades, the use and spread of cyber technology and inclusive system of information and communication technology has rapidly increased across the globe. Cybersecurity issues constitute a key concern of today's technology based economies. Cybersecurity has become a core need for providing a sustainable and safe society. Considering the rapid increase of technological implementations, it has turned into a global necessity in the attempt to adapt security countermeasures, whether direct or indirect, and prevent systems from cyber threats. With it, discourse on cybersecurity is increasingly prevalent on the national and international levels. Cyber technology and digital tools are increasingly replacing existing physical tools, and information, services, and data are migrating into the digital sphere under the current trend of digitalization. Therefore, the state of cybersecurity determines how digital transformation occurs. Digitalization has changed the medium and function of everyday societal interactions and has influenced how individuals and communities relate to each other and themselves. People have begun to adopt cybersecurity strategies to protect their interests and securitize the cyber arena from threats leveraged by malicious actors. The threat of hacking or cyber influence and control and ownership over information and intelligence is often the first imagined threat in relation to cybersecurity. This places the world, its infrastructure, and its institution at the center of such threats, but fails to consider the impact of cybersecurity on people at the individual level at their communities. Individuals' access to cyber technologies and connectivity are dependent on their location and surrounding circumstances. The concept of human security offers an opportunity to re-centralize individuals and their communities into existing discourses in the cybersecurity framework. By considering cybersecurity from the view of human security, the analysis shifts to a focus on both the threats and the opportunities that cyber technology offers for the security of individuals and communities. In doing so, it opens up discussion on how the cybersecurity framework may both exacerbate the vulnerabilities and threats posed by climate change and increase opportunities to enable resilience of individuals and communities. Climate changes due to global warming and other factors lead to recurring droughts, volatile conditions, harsh environments, and other unexpected climate trends. Much of the existing infrastructure was not built considering the consequences that could arise from either climate change or cybersecurity, given the lack of evidence needed at the time it was put into place. This work is carried out to revisit the human centric approaches to security in cyberspace, understanding of cybersecurity, and use of cyber technologies in everyday lives of individuals and communities, addressing both the ways such tools enable and undermine human security. Parallelly, the rapid change in climate and increased digitalization seek to understand the consequent implications for human security. Considering all these, this paper analyzes the existing constraints and possibilities that cybersecurity and digitalization pose for human security and revisits them from a human centric perspective of cybersecurity in relation to the role of climate change and its influence on the society. Cybersecurity must be understood from a human centric perspective to assess its impacts on society. Although cybersecurity is predominantly viewed as impacting an invisible, intangible space, it has very real implications in the physical world. As the physical world changes as a result of climate change, these two phenomena inherently interact in impacting the security of communities and individuals. The urgency of climate change and its implications for society increase an integrated approach to understand that the security is necessary in all aspects and need to be seriously considered from the perspective of human security and made relatable to the everyday well being and security of individuals and communities. As I conclude, I'd like to thank all of you for your valuable time for joining my presentation on cybersecurity and climate change. I would also like to extend my thanks to SBI Technologies and my guide Dr. Badri Narayanan for his ideas on the paper. Thank you.
Watch this video, like this video, subscribe to this channel to watch many more videos like these of great personalities. Share this video with your friends to subscribe to this channel. Have a good day.